Right, so hello and welcome back to Books and Things. Today I'm going to be having a bit of a chat / talk about videos that will be coming up on this channel in the next few months. Firstly, welcome to my new filming setup. Vic and I moved flat about a week ago now, and we're just like settling in and getting into the routine of living in a new flat. I still feel like I'm on holiday in someone else's house, but I'm sure I will get used to it quite soon. I like this flat a lot. There is more space for books, which is very exciting, and we now have another bookshelf. So previously in our old flat we had this bookshelf and this bookshelf, but now we have this bookshelf as well, so I now have much more space for books, which is very exciting. So this bookshelf has Nick's book, this bookshelf has Nick's books, and my books are in the middle on this shelf here. So it is really exciting to have a lot more space for books, and I managed to bring over from my parents' house a lot of my Collector's Library Classics editions, which makes me very happy. There is another layer behind here. I have a lot of these books. So a few things that will be coming up on this channel in the next few months. The next episode of the Not So Hypothetical Victorian Literature course will be coming up in September, where I'm going to be looking at the presentation of Small Towns in Cranford by Elizabeth Gaskell and Middlemarch by George Eliot. I've already finished rereading Cranford a few weeks ago and I absolutely enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to rereading Middlemarch. I'm really hoping I'm going to enjoy it a lot more than I did when I was 15, and I'm hoping it's going to be really, really interesting, as well as really useful for the Victorian set novel I've been writing in the last year or two, which is set in a small town in the 1830s. So I'm hoping Middlemarch will be useful for that as well, and I'm really looking forward to rereading it. Another thing that will be coming up in the next few months that I'm really excited to do will be a fortnight of Elizabeth Gaskell, where, as I have done in my author weeks previously, I'm going to be talking about a different novel or novella by Elizabeth Gaskell every day for 2 weeks, I think, or nearly 2 weeks. I'm still trying to work out what I'm going to count as a novella and what I think counts as a short story, but Elizabeth Gaskell has 5 novels that are like over 100,000 words, and then a couple of novellas that are like between 50 and like 75,000 words, and then a lot of like shorter works that are like 25 to 30,000 words, which I don't know whether to count as novellas or not, so I'm still working out like where I'm going to draw the line. But I've been reading and rereading a lot of Elizabeth Gaskell lately. She is my second favourite author after Charles Dickens. I love her very much, and I'm really excited to do 2 weeks talking about all of her books, especially because some of her novellas are so awesome and like never spoken about, and I feel like I'm so excited to talk about them more. So yes, I'm looking forward to doing that very much indeed. Another thing that will be happening quite soon is Victorian October, aka Victober. So if you weren't around on this channel last year, Victober is a hopefully yearly event where in the month of October we encourage you to read Victorian literature. Last year it was hosted by me, by Alicia from Ex Libris, Yamini from The Skeptical Reader, and from Beyond the Pages, and also Kate Howe. We're just sort of finalising what's going on this year, what the challenges will be, and hopefully sort of TBR videos and the challenges will be up and announced in kind of roughly the beginning of September. Rest assured that Victorian October is happening again this year, and I'm thoroughly excited to be reading a lot of Victorian literature in October and also making a lot of Victorian literature videos. I have a lot of plans for videos about Victorian literature in October, including I'm going to try and do a video of my top 100 Victorian novels, which is basically all the Victorian novels I have ever read. I think I'm on 93 Victorian novels currently, so as long as I can get up to 100 by the end of October, I can make that video, and I think that will be fun. Another thing I'm hoping to get started in the next few months is that me and my boyfriend Nick are hopefully going to be doing a poetry series. We're going to try and pick a poetry book every month or every few months that we're going to read together, that we're both going to read, and then we can make a discussion video talking about it. I really like reading poetry, but I find it quite hard to discuss on my channel, and I feel like having someone else to talk about it with will make it easier, especially as Nick probably reads more poetry than me. So I'm really looking forward to doing that. I think it should be quite fun, and we have quite a few poetry collections already on our list of ones we'd like to do. So another video that I might do in the next few months, possibly if people think it would be useful / interesting. When I did my most recent Q&A and I talked about working in publishing, a few people then asked me extra questions about sort of getting into publishing and how I got into publishing, and I thought I might make a video with tips on how to get into publishing, or tips on how to make getting into publishing easier, or things that you should know if you want to work in publishing. So I might do a video like that if people would find that interesting, because I feel like there are some people who watch my channel who are university students who might want to work in publishing, so let me know if anyone would be interested in a video like that. So yes, let me know if you'll be interested in all of these things that will hopefully be coming up on this channel in the next few months. I'm still kind of working out the new filming setup in the new flat, but I'm hoping this will work. I'm also really hoping that the videos will be a lot less dark and the lighting will be much better in this flat, because I no longer live in a basement, which is great. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll be back very soon with another bookish video.